Wow. Welcome to the Saiyan Sit Down.
And I'm Jared.
And I'm Jacob, and we talk about Dragon Ball
Z.
Okay. We're on episode 188. Cell has just thrown up his lunch, which was Android 18, and he's, what do you call it? De-transformed.
Yeah, he's back to his, okay, and obviously I think there's like other forms. We're gonna call it the second form.
Semi-perfect.
Yeah, semi-perfect. I love that voice too, though. Oh, how dare you take my power from me, Gohan! Perfect Cell is so cool, and then I'm not just a big fan of this form, but obviously Cell is now at mounts. I mean, Vegeta could almost probably take him. Vegeta and Trunks, I think, could probably take him if they really wanted to. I do want to ask this question. Is this only in this form that he can do this the way he's about to do? Like, can he not have done this in perfect form?
He's already outmatched by Gohan, and now that he's whatever you call it, degraded into the semi-perfect, he stands no chance at all. Like you're saying, he's even afraid of Vegeta and Trunks.
Yeah.
And so this is his, trump card of just, it's the same thing Frieza does of, I'm going to blow up the planet.
Also,
it's like Toriyama's writing that, I'm going to kamikaze and take all of you out.
It's a cool moment.
So he probably could have done it in perfect form, but he never needed to.
And so, he makes himself into this big old bomb, which I think is an iconic moment. It's because it's the moment with it. I mean, the hero's gonna get out of it, but you're like, wow, what are they gonna do? And then Goku comes down, tells Gohan not to blame himself for what's about to happen. I do want to say, with the amount of time they had, instead of doing that, Goku could have done this. Whoop, and then been done with it. He could have just whooped him into space. Why did he have to take him anywhere?
It's explained in the English dub, I don't know if this is canon,
that
the first place he thinks of when he does instant transmission is the Kai planet.
I love that.
That's
Kai,
so maybe it was too instant, I guess.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say if Goku... why just go to a random pawn Snake Way and it blows up and destroys Paul Snake Way?
It's also, it's kind of weird that he says it's the first place I thought of. He's never used instant transmission to go to King Kai's planet.
That we know of, Not that we know of. I mean, that's going to become his hangout later on.
Yeah, but it's...
You know King Kai is still dead in Super?
Yeah.
That's a joke. He's never been wished back yet. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. If there's any, image that you'd have of this whole saga, that's probably it.
It's a dope moment. And he whoops away. And then you're like, cool, everything's good. But then this dust happens. Something happens. Someone's powering up. What is happening? Trunks is dead. We don't know why at this point for a second, but he just gets killed from the dust, and everyone's like, "What's going on?" Basically, no one knows what's happening, which will lead us to the next.
It was
episode.
a Frieza death beam, so that gives us a little hint.
Vegeta.
Let's go to the next episode.
Yeah, next episode.
Episode 189, where we see Vegeta do what?
So now that he's come back, he's more powerful than ever, supposedly.
Who came back?
Cell's back.
How is he back?
Yeah, because his nucleus died.
So I looked it up too. There's a word for, instead of Deus Ex Machina, there's a word called Diabolus Ex Machina, which is basically it's impossible for me to die. Cell is the definition of that. He just keeps transforming. He blows himself up. He basically says it's impossible for me to die. Even if I self-destruct, and come back.
And see, why does he just keep doing that then?
Why not
keep
just
self-destructing? You become more powerful.
Yeah.
It's back in the day, what was the Kai boost when it's like, well, I mean, also Jiro, why are you not telling him this? He could have just done that when he became imperfect. It's like blow up. There's even the final one. It's like he's becoming more powerful. He's just blowing himself up as the nuclear explosions become bigger and bigger. It's just anyway.
So that's my issue. Vegeta goes nuts.
Yeah, which Vegeta gets some hits on, but it doesn't do anything with gosh, this is why it sucks when you have enemies that came and feel pain from your stuff, because it means nothing, and to me it's just kind of lame that Vegeta gets knocked down. So it's like, I'm gonna kill you now, and Gohan sacrifices half of his body basically to save him, which now really puts him in a bad spot.
Well, he doesn't get that cool wounded arm look though. I mean
it's iconic. Super iconic. He's got his blood, which if you watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, it's probably censored out and it's probably just an arm, but he's got all his blood. Well, how can they continue the fight? Now they just about the Kamehameha. And as this is about to start, we get into the next episode, which is both a cool episode, but it's also probably placed at a weird point.
Which is episode 190.
Which gives us an alternative. This Cell, not the Cell that they've already killed. This is the Cell from Trunks' future, his backstory. And you're like, is it different? Yes, it is. Because they showed the androids killing Jiro at a different point. Cell has killed Trunks, so they're now even Steven at this point, though the odds will change later on. But this is where you get into it's hard. Could you imagine if the Frieza saga ended with just Goku and Frieza shooting powers for an episode of each other?
So at the end of the episode, it's Goku tells Gohan to do a Kamehameha.
God.
I didn't know Gohan even knew a Kamehameha. So
No, I guess it's
I
all.
guess
Yeah, I
it's
was
a
gonna say
chamber?
all this is like they do this in the movies, so it's hard because
And-
you think you've seen it, but it's in the movies, and the movies
I know,
are
I just-
canon.
And this is the only attack Gohan does after Cell came back. He could have
Yep.
tried something else.
Yep.
Like there's no fighting of
Nope.
any other kind. And it ends with that iconic picture of both of them doing
Yeah.
the Kamehameha, with Goku behind him. And I had a sticker of that. I feel like that image is like
But Goku was talking to him, yeah, from the other thing. Let's get into 191.
191. They
which is-
finally did it. To your point, this is a full episode of a Ki Blast. I don't think there was ever any other. It's
No.
like full Dragon Ball Z, the most extreme, absurd version.
I would say these moments here are cool, but it's an
20
entire episode.
minutes.
Yeah, of just them power, just them.
I'm amazed. Like I'm impressed that they actually stretched that into 20 minutes.
Well, it's because of the side characters. So
Yeah.
what I like about this though is like, I kind of forget about some of these moments. So like some characters we forget actually do have moments that I just forget about. I mean,
Piccolo doesn't.
Piccolo's a G man. Piccolo literally goes out there after getting his butt kicked by Cell Jr. and is now trying to fight Cell.
It feels like a movie to your point because it's all special attacks. He had Masenko's
Yeah.
gets blown away,
Yeah.
special beam
Yeah.
cannon gets blown away. It's
Yeah.
like they're all showing off their
And
special.
then you have, of course, Tien, Crow, and Yamcha going out to help. They're always not going to do much, but that's the whole point is they're all slowly, even as they get beat, they're like on the ground Ki blasting as much as they can Cell to try to distract him. And Cell is winning and thinks he's going to totally win. And then finally, Vegeta stamps ass up, which this is probably why, because there's that whole thing where people say like Vegeta's so cowardly against Broly. This kind of reminds me too. Vegeta's the last one to step in to attack Cell. He's not the first. He has the humans even go before him. So that's why when people are like, I mean, I don't know, that's kind of cowardly. He should have helped more. But
I think
especially
he's
with Gohan.
scared. Well, he's scared. He's getting into his Vegeta like
Yeah.
they're more powerful than me. Like so, yeah. Even Goku comes back from the afterlife
Yeah.
before Vegeta steps in.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, and then you're right. Then Vegeta panting. That's
Yeah, you got that moment where he's doing that, and then you got, I do like when you got Cell in his like kind of perfect form, and he gets hit by it, and his whole body
Yeah,
kind of goes in this weird thing,
Yeah.
and then he does that for 1 second. He looks back at Vegeta, and then Goku's like, now, and boom, it's over.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's just overpowering.
and it's
Like,
awesome. Musically, obviously,
Oh,
they
yeah.
show this over and over again. But it goes from being that theme of the Gohan theme to as the energy blast. Like you just see it because you don't know it's Vegeta, right? You just see it coming in from the distance, and you hear the Vegeta theme start like fading in.
Yeah.
So that's it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a moment everyone remembers. Everyone remembers this moment.
Why
It's
does that
intense.
little Ki Blast make the difference, though?
It's just
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 to
Vegeta's
give-
moment.
yeah.
I mean, Vegeta's a fan favorite. Remember, the Toriyama would have killed Vegeta a long time ago, but everyone kept liking him, and that's why Vegeta also
Could
gets
have done
butt-handed.
his like Gallic gun or something, but that's faded out already.
Final Flash, but
Yeah.
it's a cool moment, and then yes, it's finally over. Cell has been defeated. Like, he just gets blown away into space, so I guess he can't be defeated, which makes sense. I mean, what I love. Maybe you have a different opinion on this. Did you think that Gohan versus Cell is the best fight in there? I personally think probably Goku versus Frieza is better. While I think overall I still enjoy the Cell arc and once again the story, I think that Frieza has a beat in terms of like the fighting is just more choreographed. And here it's a little bit more like things happen and there are cool moments around the fights versus the fights being the focus. But
It's short too, like the Cell games is short. I mean, it's almost like they should have done this maybe as part of the semi-perfect.
and think about this: we wasted half of it. Goku versus Cell meant nothing.
Yeah.
They literally had to waste it over Goku versus Cell fight, which once again
Yeah.
I don't think is even that interesting because it says Goku doesn't even think he can win, which is also very un-Goku. Like, there's so many things in this arc where like, the writing was very different in this for a lot of characters, and I don't know why. But anyway, guys, leave your comments below if you know. Maybe you read some books
Please
about
just
why.
leave a comment, anybody. Thank you.